The first time I saw the prince, he was dragging a screaming girl into the dark woods. Her hands clawed the ground, but he was too strong. Her cries cut through the night like a wounded animal. I was hiding behind the acacia trees, too scared to move, too scared to help. It was supposed to be a normal night. We had just finished celebrating the rainy season, when everything in our village was full of life again. The cattle were strong, the air smelled fresh, and everyone was happy. But in the shadows, we all knew about the prince, Leshan, the son of the chief. There were stories, whispered late at night, that said he was cursed, and that his hunger was different. Leshan had never been like other Maasai men. While the warriors protected us, while the herders took care of the cattle, Leshan kept to himself. No one trusted him. Mothers clutched their children closer when he passed. Even the elders did not speak to him directly. But no one dared challenge him. He was still the chief's son. The girl he took that night? She was not the first. There were others before her, girls, boys, even some of the older men, but no one ever spoke of it. The village knew, but we all pretended nothing was wrong. Because if we did speak of it, we feared the curse would come for us, too. My father, a respected elder, always told me to stay away from the prince. He had seen what happens to those who cross him. I didn't believe the stories at first. But then, one evening, I saw for myself. I followed them. I don't know why. Maybe I thought I could help her. But what I saw that night, in the middle of the woods, I can never forget. There was a place where the grass was flattened, like something heavy had been lying there for a long time. Leshan stood over her, his eyes wild, his mouth whispering strange words I couldn't understand. And then, the girl. She stopped screaming. I froze. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. Leshan crouched over her, and I thought for sure he was going to kill her. But instead, he leaned in close to her face, as if he was listening. And then, slowly, she sat up. Her eyes were open, but they were empty, like the life had been sucked out of her. She followed him, quietly, back into the woods, without a sound. I never saw that girl again. I didn't tell anyone what I saw. Who would believe me? And even if they did, what could we do? The prince had power, something dark and old. And we all feared it. After that night, I tried to forget. But every time someone went missing, every time there was a scream in the night, I remembered the girl's empty eyes, and the prince's twisted smile. Now, I keep my distance. When Leshan walks through the village, I look away. I don't ask questions. Because in Maasai land, some things are better left unsaid.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, like and comment.